It's coffee break. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Sorry for those who missed us last week. It was a choice between doing this and taking an Uber to work or sitting down and actually fixing my scooter.
Yeah. For once, it was technical difficulties, but had not any technology related to doing this.
No. And I was like, this kind of matters more. And it took me 2 days technically.
Yeah. But you did it.
Yeah, it was crazy. I took the whole axle off, and I had this solid tire. It's just rubber with honeycombs in it, so there's some air. I boiled that. Yes, you boil it to expand it. And then I used a crowbar, a pry bar, and then I used...
zip ties.
And as I made progress around it, I put zip ties on it to hold it in place so it couldn't move off.
The zip ties were a game changer.
It was. And yeah, I was able to do it and slowly just work it all in, and it worked.
Yay. Hooray.
Crazy. I had to learn to do that.
But it took more hours than you would think it would.
Yeah, I watched 3 different videos, and none of them did it that way.
Yeah. And they always make it look like, oh yeah, you just do boop, 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 and then it's done. And
well, yeah, they're like, use a vice grip. And I was like, I don't have a vice grip.
Magic, like this hyper expensive, super professional, like machine you'll only find in a shop. And just do that. I was like, no.
Well, the craziest one was this guy. He's used zip ties and then did 4 sections of it, placed the tire above, so it's like in this hollow block and sitting on top. And then the zip ties, he screwed down to a table. And then he slowly started expanding out the tire by screwing down the screws, which forced the zip ties to pull it further apart.
Yeah.
Until he could fit it over the wheel.
Which, like, sounds so, like, yeah, that makes total sense. But also, no one's gonna have that.
Yeah, I was like, first of all, you have to build the block, which he had to build. And what he did is he basically hollowed out a block.
Yeah.
Which is...
easy.
Yeah.
Everyone does it.
And then you have to have a table you're willing to screw into.
Yes.
And I was like, you don't do that to your workbench, do you?
I guess not.
You have to make a whole other workbench because you're going to be screwing into it.
Crazy.
Yeah, people are nuts. And working with scooters, electric scooters, is a nightmare.
Sometimes I feel like when people make these videos, they have the best intentions. Like I was looking up one for our doorknob kept falling off, and I fixed it. I solved it. But I was looking up different like tutorials on how to fix it. And there was this one, and he was, like, so well-spoken, and you could tell he knew what he was talking about, but he didn't get the camera closer to the doorknob, so he, like, goes to do it, and I can't see anything, because his hand and head is in the way, and I'm like, homie, thank you for doing all of it, but you missed the important part.
Yeah, you gotta change angles, and that could be a problem, because you're dealing with doors.
Yup.
God, yeah. We watch a lot of home renovation shows, but we don't do much renovation.
No.
Because it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, the one I watched where the guy... They were all boiling the tires. But this one guy was trying to fit it on with his bare hands.
Yeah.
And he kept going, ow, ow. And he's still just trying to fit the tire on. And I was just like, dude, why didn't you wear gloves? Everyone else wore gloves. Did you notice I wore gloves? Because I saw them doing that, and I saw him just burning his hands.
After watching you do it, and then after doing all those videos that explain it, I've come to the realization that I don't think there's just any way you're supposed to put these tires on.
The key is to hire someone else.
Yes, and then they can worry about it.
But now that I know how to do it, do I do a video of that just to help people?
It took you like an hour.
I know, but like I got it done.
I guess so.
Which, no, that's a crazy idea.
Yeah.
Watch next Saturday a video of me fixing a tire.
A completely different tire because yours works fine.
Yeah, there's no reason to take it off. Anyways, yeah, so it came down to that. The Acolyte finished up last week.
Yes.
The Emmy nominations were announced.
Yeah.
Deadpool comes out this Friday. I read the entire plot. It's a wonderful film.
Which I can't believe you do that to yourself.
I can't wait for you guys to realize how many people are in this movie.
Yeah.
In fact, some of them you know, and some of them you definitely won't know.
Gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Okay, let's start this off. Warner Brothers is a nightmare. Well,
Is that news or is that just a statement of
There's
fact?
just been some weird things. So Warner Brothers Discovery has lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's practically worthless now.
Uh-huh.
And they're not making really good content. They had a slew of good movies.
They did.
All their good shows are over. They ruined the HBO.
Oh, they so did. That's so embarrassing that they're like just backpedaling on all of it.
Yep. The Turner Classics, like they usually play sports or old movies.
Mm-hmm.
That division, they want to break off and have it as its own thing. Discovery wants to buy out of Warner Brothers.
I know. Oh my god. This
Warner
happened
Brothers-
like last year. It's so recent.
Yeah.
And it fell apart that quickly.
Horribly.
Okay, the Turner Classics thing really doesn't make sense to me.
They want to keep that around.
Yeah, but I don't understand why make it a completely different thing.
Basically, they just want their the television department aside. The film studio department aside.
Yeah.
Discovery, the Max has basically been abandoned.
Does this mean they want to make multiple new streaming services? Because that sounds like something they would do, and that sounds like a bad idea.
There is one, and I'm waiting for it, because I'm like, football's about to start, guys.
Mm-hmm.
You promised that you and Disney would team up and make an app.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Also, if you're doing that, why not now for the Olympics?
I know.
Which
now
the Olympics
would be the time.
This is the opening weekend for the Olympics of 2024.
I'm excited.
Paris.
Can't wait to watch the golf.
Yeah.
I had a great time with it last time.
What else was there?
Oh, it's in France?
Yes.
I keep forgetting. I just think of the Olympics nebulously existing within a void.
Actually, just a weird thing. Their president actually held off a lot of political things that are going on over there, just for the Olympics to do it.
I bet it's a nightmare.
They are struggling.
Tourist-wise, I think
Their crime has gone up, and it's very bad.
Yeah, I imagine.
Anyways, we're just here for the games.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. But you would think they would make that app by now.
Yeah, you would think so. I mean, okay, I know why they won't, because I can just picture some executive being like, what? Make an app that people are only going to use once every 4 years?
No.
No one's going to buy it.
But that's not the thing. Mm-hmm. You'll also get hockey. You'll get basketball. You're going to get all those big sports. You're not just going to get football.
Yeah, that's okay. So, especially football. And I guess, they seem to know what they're doing, I suppose. Each football player still gets paid, $700 million or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I think you have to buy... It's $80 to get the NFL package, still. That's dumb.
It's more expensive than that. It's about $200 for the Sunday ticket.
I think if they just made an app... a whole app dedicated to it.
That's called the Sunday ticket, and it's $200.
Yeah, I mean,
a season.
I think they're going to lose out on money eventually. People don't want to spend that much money on just football.
That's been a big argument about the NFL. Is they're like, I don't want to spend this type of money.
Yeah.
Or you get cable.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot cheaper to pirate it. I can tell you that.
It is. And those few times I'm like, don't pirate things, but I don't know, live sports in the way that these companies are treating us.
Yeah, it's so scummy the way they're
Support
doing
your
it.
players and not the companies.
Yeah.
Anyways, Warner Bros. Is a nightmare. Now, what happened to the Penguin? The Penguin comes out September 19th.
Finally. Took long enough.
And what I was learning is that basically when they changed it from a Max exclusive to HBO, they also were planning to drop the entire thing at some point this autumn.
Okay.
As, just bam, there you go, start watching on Max.
All right.
Because they doubled back and turned it into an HBO show, it's now episodically, which means you have to wait each week to watch it on Sunday.
Jeez.
There are 8 episodes.
Well...
Fun facts here. That means they went out and made an 8-hour movie about the Penguin.
Yeah. I'm kind of excited. I like this idea. I like the movie a lot. The Batman.
Yeah.
I think it's great. The Penguin was not my favorite part of it. I'm gonna be real. I don't know what could even happen.
My favorite part is when they took out the best scene with the Joker.
My favorite part is when the Penguin is yelling at Batman and Harvey for being too dumb to know Spanish.
Speaking of Batman, Joker trailer dropped. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I already want to see the film. There's a point where I'm like, I don't care about seeing the new trailers for things because I know I already want it.
Yeah.
So, especially, like, what's it going to show me? Things I already want to see later.
I figured we'd go see this one in theaters like we did Joker.
Yeah. That one was
It is a
crazy.
Batman film, so I will treat it with respect.
Mm-hmm.
But I might as well just go in blindly.
I saw a tweet just like an hour ago, too. Someone was complaining about Harley Quinn in this one. Her name's apparently Lee, or at least she's being, like, the subtitle credits her as Lee.
Mm-hmm.
And she's, like, a patient in the asylum with him, I believe. And they were complaining, like, it's just so different from the regular Harley Quinn origin story. It just doesn't really feel like an adaptation of the character. And someone else was responding to that with, does anything about Joker really feel like a true adaptation to the origins of these characters to begin with?
Well, yeah, that's a great point. I'd go further and say, hey, look at the Joker. What is his canonical origin?
Yeah, there's so many. Is he like,
Jack Napier, or is he
Arthur?
Arthur Fleck?
Or is he John Doe?
Yeah.
You know, it's a million different things. It's so many different things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's whatever. I know it's a musical.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga.
I love her. She's great. I listened to one of her songs today.
I don't know about her playing Harley Quinn. I know she has talent.
Mm-hmm.
And I know she can act.
Mm-hmm.
It's just... This is not where I thought a sequel would ever go, because I never thought there should have been a sequel.
No, that's my biggest hang-up too. Is like there's some movies or shows or whatever that I think could totally have a sequel. And then there's some...
Green Lantern.
My go-to is like Lion King. You know, they
Oh.
show you a new baby, and then it's like, oh, I want to see that baby's adventure as the lion ruler or whatever. You know?
And then Lion King 5 comes out, and the whole lineage ends because of Poacher.
I was picturing, like, the nightmare scenario where Disney's like, Encanto 2. And I'm like, no!
But they announced that.
I know, I so don't want it, though. Whatever they do is probably going to just ruin a lot of the things I like about the first one. That's such a 50-50 with these sequels.
I don't know where it could improve on it. There's no need for it.
Nope.
Maybe if you told the story of a different person in the house?
I mean, I guess.
Like, maybe it could be about the nephew who's growing up.
Antonio, he's a cousin. The one with the animal powers?
I guess he would be a cousin.
Yes.
But to everyone else, he's a nephew.
I mean, I guess they could have more kids. I suppose they could be more children born. Like, none of them seemed like they were necessarily done, I suppose.
Yeah, Bruno can become a more featured character.
Yeah, Dolores could get married to that one, Mariano.
Yep, maybe they can hang out in the town more.
Maybe. That's the thing, I just, like, nothing I could think of would really be a satisfying next adventure for them.
Yeah.
Like, what, they leave the Encanto? That sounds bad. I don't want that. I'll just stay there.
They make the pilgrimage up to North America.
So, yeah, I'm like, there's so many things that I don't think needs a sequel. Joker, I could see either way. I didn't think it needed a sequel, but I understand why they wanted to do one, and there was a direction they couldn't go with it, and that's what they seem to be doing here. Maybe.
He's just crazier now.
I guess. It's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be one of those things where you watch it once, and then the big reveal happens, and then you want to watch it again to realize all the moments. It's like with the first one when you realize his girlfriend wasn't actually real, and you want to go back and see all the tells that show you that it's all actually fake and stuff.
Yep.
Like that. I bet it's gonna be the same movie again, but now Lady Gaga's there.
Okay. So Warner Brothers also bought, which I was like, if you have no money, how could you have done this? They bought one game studio who made Multiverse.
Oh, yeah.
So now they just outright own multiverse.
Well,
And they're going to bring Harry Potter, of course.
I saw Beetlejuice got announced. The thing is,
Fuck off, Beetlejuice.
no one is playing multiverses anymore. I don't see anyone, not even Alpharad, who was really trying. He had several videos really trying.
Didn't
and
they?
even he's not doing it.
They did that beta years ago, and then they killed it, didn't they?
I think it was last year. I think it was too recent, actually.
And then they killed it,
Yeah.
and then everyone was like, where'd it go? And then it resurfaced way later.
Yeah. Like the...
And also, at this time, when you have First Descendants, people are playing it. They're loving it. I know there are problems with First Descendants stealing straight up when I talk to people who love playing it. There are accusations that it stole from Destiny, right? And these people are like, yeah, no, it's straight up just ripped Destiny off.
Dang.
It's also taking a lot from Warframe.
How?
A lot of inspiration, at least.
Isn't Multiverses that fighting game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Multiverse is a fighting game, and I'm saying First Descendants also dropped. They're both... Aren't they free-to-play games?
Are they?
That you play online?
I think Multiverses is. I don't know about
Yes.
First Descendants.
First Descendants is.
I have no idea about it. Not gonna lie, I haven't heard about this before.
You haven't even seen them?
Nah. What's it about?
It's the online shooter.
I haven't seen it.
You just go in, do your missions, get out.
No. Is it kind of like Overwatch, where they're all like flashy big characters?
Not really.
Oh, I've not heard.
Do you know what Warframe is?
Mm-mm.
What? Where have you been living?
I don't know.
What year is it?
2024?
Okay.
Question mark?
Okay. Well, I was just curious why they could afford a game studio.
Yeah,
And
they have no money.
and Kill the Justice League unveiled Mr. Freeze.
Oh, that they're still doing things?
Yeah.
No one's playing that game either.
Yeah. I was just like, whatever.
My biggest thing with Multiverse is ugly. It is an ugly looking game.
Yes.
I'm like, it's crazy that you can get all the characters, but they look ugly.
Be fair, most of them are just ugly.
I mean, and it works with the simplistic ones, like the Steven Universe characters, or Shaggy, I suppose. But then you got, like, the cool, detailed characters, and it's just not. It's just not.
So next up is Horizon American Saga Chapter 1. Last time we left off on it, it's a box office failure.
Yeah.
They took away the release date for the second one.
Yep.
And they've released it on video on demand, VOD.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, hopefully we can make some money back. And they did. It was #1 last week.
All right, good for Mr. Costner.
Yep. And I was like, cool.
He earned it. You can tell he cares.
And I was like, there's definitely a market for it. It's just not the theater.
No.
Because I think Netflix secured the rights to it, which I was like, Netflix, stop with the multi-part epic films.
What else do they have? They've got nothing going on.
I'm also like, dude, the moment that thing drops, I'm running home to watch it.
It's sorry. It's also the thing where it's like, a theater does not work for really long form. There was a reason when we went to see The Batman several years ago, bringing it back around to Penguin. Not a lot of people were in that theater. Because not a lot of people want to sit around for 4 hours in one spot, not at home.
Back to the 8-hour Penguin movie. I was like, you gave Bats like 3.5 hours. How is Penguin more important?
Well, what's going to happen? It can't just be Penguin. Who else? There's got to be other things.
I'm sure there are other villains in there.
Falcone.
But I think it's supposed to just be like a mafia thing.
See, that's my biggest problem. I don't like Batman for the mafia. I like Batman for the wacky, fun superheroes. Give me the gadgets and the powers and the costumes.
You're not in charge of this Gotham, and they've decided that this Gotham is very noir. And they're going to have the gangsters, and Bats is going to not have cool gadgets like he should.
Yeah.
He'll never get the bat.
I know. Maybe I'll get lucky and the Riddler will show back up. And then we'll get more Paul Dano. Yay, Paul Dano. Woo!
I don't know why you'd want to talk to him.
Which one? Riddler or Paul Dano? I think Paul Dano's a pretty pleasant guy.
I think Paul is the Riddler. And I think there's something wrong. Just what were you doing when you were on top of him? What was that, dude?
I don't want to know.
What was that? What was you thinking about?
Too early in the movie, too.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that happens.
Just like, what the fuck?
It's like, hey, you're either going to strap in for the rest of this film, or this is going to scare you off. It's now or never.
I saw that the Rebel Moon director's cut trailer came out.
Yes. I watched it.
I haven't watched it because I am currently working on the review for the second part before these drop.
Yeah, very soon.
And I don't want it to distract me from the glory that is Scargiver.
I'm so excited. Whether it's good or bad, I am so excited. I cannot wait. A part of me really wants it to be good. Mm-hmm. Because then it would be great. What a fun time. I would get to watch a good movie.
Dude.
But on the other hand...
The second time watching Scargiver, I was catching things that made me go, this would never be accepted as a theatrical release. Mm-hmm. There are cuts and shots in there that are so poorly done. Mm-hmm. And when you realize that there's a different cut where there's violence,
yeah,
you're like, why?
Emphasis
why'd you even film this?
On violence. Like, the trailer is rated R.
Yeah, I saw it's a Red Band trailer.
It just blood.
Wait, the trailer's rated R.
Well, you know what? There was a big, like, red block.
Yeah, that's
R.
R's for the movies.
Uh-huh.
Right? The Red Band tells you that it's uncensored. Oh. If you watch normal trailers, the Green Band.
Blood everywhere. So much blood. And I'm like, well, this is it looks like a vastly different film than the two we got already. And I don't know why specifically Zack Snyder was happy with releasing those two prior films in the state that they are in. Like, he has such a specific vision for this world and he's been working on it for so long, why would he be okay with releasing these two vastly inferior versions? That's nothing akin to what he apparently really wants to be.
Okay, guys, strap in. Mm-hmm. We're going to learn about Mr. Zack Snyder.
I'm ready.
We already mostly know this. A great example is what he did with Batman v Superman. Mm-hmm. You watch the theatrical cut, it's a terrible film.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Oh my god, it's bad.
You put in the extra 30 minutes... and things make sense, and you're like,
way
oh,
better.
We're going to tell an overarching story,
mm-hmm.
right? Watchmen.
Yeah.
Nobody liked Watchmen.
Nope.
When you watch the director's cut, it tells a complete story.
Mm-hmm.
When you watch the ultimate cut, which extends the entire film out for 4 hours,
yeah, the beginning,
you get an entire epic. Mm-hmm. And at the very end, you understand the reason why the bad guy did what he did. Mm-hmm. Right? Zack is no stranger to doing this. Look what he did to the Justice League.
But the thing is with those, I assumed it was the corporate meddling. Like,
yes.
Whichever company he was DC when
Warner
it came
Brothers.
to, yeah.
Because Watchmen is also DC.
A lot of Warner Brothers. I assumed it was them meddling with it. And then because he has a reputation for his illustrious Schneider cut, mm-hmm. After releasing their initial wave, they were willing to let him do his other version. But I don't think Netflix got in his way in this regard.
They did.
Did they?
Yeah.
But why?
So, there's a 30-minute documentary on making the films. Mm-hmm. And I watched that afterwards, which if you guys like Rebel Moon, you should check it out. But some of the most interesting stuff that he was talking about, and everyone else was, and he says it at the very end, he goes, I had a terrific time making this film with everyone. Mm-hmm. Film. Not films.
This film.
Singular.
Yeah.
So his intention was to create a 6-hour epic, which he sought out to do. Mm-hmm. Netflix was like, that's not going to work. And I think their algorithm told them that 6 hours is too damn long.
Maybe.
Right? So they're like, split it in 2. Now we get 2 movies for the price of 1.
I guess.
Which, both movies only cost $160 million.
Yeah.
Cheaper than a Marvel film.
Shockingly cheap in the grand scheme of things, honestly. especially for how much is in there.
Yeah. Honestly, that's like the price of a 6-episode show. It's really cheap.
Looking at all the blood and gore and stuff from the trailer, I think it would have cost extra to edit out all the violent stuff.
Yeah, I can't imagine being the editor. And you was sitting there in the room with him editing, right? Mm-hmm. You have to make 4 different cuts.
I know. Oh my god. So I'm really excited. I part of me thinks it might be really, actually, really cool. But I'm worried that the initial release has ruined the image of them too much by this point.
I like the first one.
I'm
obviously a fan.
It's not good.
It's better than the second one.
It's better than the second one, but I could not call it good.
Yeah, so Wolverine and Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yes.
Best buds. Off to go save the MCU this weekend. Mm-hmm. Go watch it. We're going to watch it this Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we can talk about it next week. So that's your homework. I did not think of a question for this week.
Will you watch which one do you like better, Deadpool or Wolverine?
Okay, there we go. We'll do that. What was it? Yeah, it's the DiGiorno's.
Yes.
Teamed up with them.
Yeah.
And created 4 special pizza pies.
We have almost all of them.
We have them.
Yes.
We only tried 2.
Yes, we have the other 2 in our freezer currently to be eaten throughout the rest of the week.
They're called what was it? Wade Special.
Yes.
Spicy Wolvie Pie.
Yeah.
A Maximum Pep.
Yes.
And
don't remember. Chimichanga something?
Oh, Gimme Chimmy.
Yes.
We haven't tried Gimme Chimmy or
Maximum Pep.
Yeah, which is just pepperoni.
Yes.
So, Spicy Wolvie Pie we had last night, and it was okay.
It was okay.
It's not spicy.
It wasn't spicy. I will say, between both of them so far, the crust has been very good, which I think is important for a pizza.
Well, it's kind of what DiGiorno tries to sell themselves on.
I suppose so. I have been very nonplussed with DiGiorno's crust before.
Yes. So. No, I don't like DiGiorno's, to be honest.
Not really. This one was fine. It was a meat lovers.
Yeah.
It was just a classic meat lovers.
They say they put chorizo on it. I was like, I don't taste that.
No, they do not. Not an inch of chorizo.
Yep. And then the other one, the Wade Special, which is a pie, cheese, black olives, and pepperonis.
Yeah.
It's something...
Nope. Pineapple.
No
pepperoni.
No meat.
Just olives and pineapple. Jesus. Olives and pineapple.
And it's a joke he made in the first movie, but they made it. Oh my god.
Yeah. We had that one first because I assumed...
It would be the worst.
Yeah.
I hate pepperoni on pizza. This changed me.
Pineapple.
God. If I say pepperoni, I mean pineapple. If I say pineapple, I mean pineapple.
I expected it to be boring, was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
It was so good.
The sourness of the black olives and the sweetness of the pepperoni pineapple.
It was amazing how actually good it was.
It was. That was... I want to order it from other places.
Yes.
See if they can match that.
Because I assumed we would have to put... Because we had pepperonis left over from when we made our own pizza the week before. And I was like, oh, we're going to have to throw some pepperonis on here to, like, make it fine. No. It's, like, if you can, try that one. It's really good.
That was awesome. And it makes me sad because I was looking at their other options. And I was like, it's not here. No one's making this one.
No. It's such a weird combo. It's such a knee-jerk, like, that sounds like a bad combo.
But then I looked it up, and I found a Reddit page all dedicated to the pizza, and people trying it and going, dude, this thing's a banger.
It's so good. And everyone's going to get all distracted with the Wolverine one and the chimichanga one. Yep. I can already tell. I am excited for the chimichanga one. I'm not going to lie.
So we recommend the Wade Special. And we go to the Emmy nominees.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. I can't believe they announced them this soon, but I think the ceremony's in September.
Why so? I feel like we just had them.
I think that was the Oscars.
Ugh.
So, best drama: Shogun, The Crown, The Morning Show, The Gilded Age, Slow Horses, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Fallout, and Three Body Problem.
Fallout? I don't know if I could... That's not a drama. They put The Bear in comedy, and they put Fallout in drama? Watch the damn shows. You guys are lying.
Personally, I would give it 2 Fallout.
Yes.
Because that was a great adaptation of something I don't care about.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, truth be told, I don't like you, Bethesda.
It was really good. It was really, really good. I loved it.
But it's gonna go to Shogun.
Probably yes. Which also is good based off of the 3 episodes we watched.
Yeah, we never finished that one.
It was a lot. Sometimes I still think about the first episode, and it upsets me.
The boiling of the guy?
Yes.
Yeah. You know they did that.
I know. What a horrible way to go.
They're vicious people, man.
Oh my god.
Best comedy goes to Abbott Elementary, The Bear. Sorry. Nominees. Abbott Elementary should not win this.
No.
The Bear, which will obviously win.
It's not a comedy.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Okay.
Hacks.
I don't know what that is.
Only Murders in the Building.
Okay.
Kind of might deserve it.
It might. If any of them do, it's going to be next season, though, because the next one's going to be their last season.
Yeah.
So, it'll be all we should have given you these awards beforehand.
There's 5 seasons?
4. The 4 hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Okay.
Yes. 4 will be the one that gets the
4?
awards.
4 should be coming out soon?
Yes.
Have you seen the cast?
No.
This thing's stacked.
I know.
They called all their friends in New York and LA.
I know Meryl Streep's coming back.
Yep.
I think Nathan Lane's coming back.
Yep.
Or at least is going to cameo somewhere.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, Paul.
She's
No,
kind
not
of
Paul Rudd.
Not Jamie Lee Curtis. The other one. The one who plays his body double. What's her? Jane Lynch.
Yeah, but Jamie Lee Curtis is also in there.
Oh. I get them mixed up sometimes.
I think I saw Pedro Pascal.
That would make sense.
So, anyways, Palm Royal, Reservation Dogs, and What We Do in the Shadows, which should also be coming out soon.
Yes. Also going to be wrapping up.
Yep. Best Limited Series, Baby Reindeer, Fargo, Lessons in Chemistry, Ripley, and True Detective Night Country.
It's going to go to either True Detective or Lessons in Chemistry. Baby Reindeer is probably not going to win anything because there was controversy around it.
Oh man, there was a lot. Best Actress for Drama, Anna Shiwa, Sawi, sorry, Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon,
Imelda
Staunton,
It's too far for me to read. My eyes don't work.
Maya Erskine, and Carrie Coon. I don't like saying that name.
2 people who can't read.
Yeah.
Doing their best.
It's probably going to go to Sawai.
For Shogun?
For Shogun.
Shogun's, yeah. I'm expecting Shogun to sweep. Not
you
gonna
know,
lie.
You know she's a pop star?
Is she really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Best Actor Drama, Donald Glover,
Nice.
Idris Elba, Walton Goggins,
Yeah!
Gary Oldman.
He's earned plenty of awards. Give it to Goggins. He earned it.
Hiroyuki Sanada,
Okay.
and Dominic West.
Okay.
It should go to Walter.
Yes.
Walton.
Yes.
He's the one who carried that show.
Great actor, also.
Even though the other 2 were just fantastic, and I did like Maximus.
Yes.
I felt like, the ghoul really was the guy who sold the show. And him just being there at the end.
Yeah.
I was like, cool, we don't have to watch him slowly get there. He just went straight up and started killing them.
What a well-paced show.
It was.
Amazing.
Every time you felt like you were getting boring, there was something to kind of pull you out of it.
Yeah, and the 3 different, they bound, they all intertwined with each other in one way or another. Mm-hmm. So amazing. So well done.
And also, there was moments of horror and espionage.
Romance. Comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, what was his friend's name? Thaddeus?
Yeah.
Him and Thaddeus dicking around. That was great.
Best Actor Comedy, Matt Berry, Steve Martin, Larry David, Martin Short, Jeremy Allen White, and Pharaoh Wuati.
That's a cool name. I keep being annoyed that the bear is in comedy. I'm like, Jeremy Allen White, what did he do? Oh. I don't know. I don't. Matt Berry. Everyone loves him.
Give it to Larry.
Yeah.
It's his last time.
Yeah.
Best Actress Comedy, Jean Smart, Io Edebri, the bear.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Bear, not...
Abbott Elementary?
Yeah, because she's in there.
She's in like one episode.
She's in a few episodes.
Nah.
Quinta Brunson.
Speaking of Abbott Elementary.
Yeah. Kristen Wiig.
Uh-huh.
Selena Gomez. And Maya Rudolph.
Nice. Nice. There's then the limited series and stuff and supporting actresses and actors and whatever.
Yeah, we're going through it. There's a lot of supporting
Guest.
comedy guests. Actress Olivia Colman, Caitlin Olsen, Jamie Lee Curtis. No, do not give it to her.
No.
That was a terrible episode.
She was not
the
funny.
Worst episode.
I hated that episode. Oh my god.
It's just... I was just staring at my phone the whole time.
I just left. I made dinner. I hated it.
Maya Rudolph, Divine Joy Rudolph, and Kristen Wiig.
Wow.
Comedy guest actor John Benthal.
No, he wasn't even funny either. That was one of the saddest scenes.
Ryan Gosling, Bob Odenkirk,
No.
Will Poultier,
Bob wasn't even in it. It was a flashback to last time.
Matthew Broderick, and Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd. What happens in Hacks?
I don't know. Variety Talk Series, Daily Show, Jimmy Kimmel Live, Late Night with Seth Meyers, and Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
No Last Week Tonight.
So, Last Week Tonight always sweeps, okay? So they put it in its own new category with SNL. Variety Scripted Series.
Oh, SNL doesn't... These are the only two? It's just Last Week Tonight and SNL?
Yeah, which one do you think's funny right now?
Oh, gee. It's gonna be so hard to pick.
And Gordon Ramsay, for you, I'm gonna read this one off. Reality or competition program: The Amazing Race, Raoul's Drag Race, The Traitors.
Wait.
Sorry.
RuPaul, not Raoul.
I saw the beginning in the L and I just got rid of the P and went Raoul. Sorry, RuPaul. The Traitors, Top Chef, and The Voice.
Well, I can't believe The Voice and The Amazing Race is still a thing.
How is Next Level Chef or Food Stars not even on here?
Neither of them were on there, huh?
No.
Wow. Maybe it's because he's not that good, actually. His stuff has become old and stale and stagnant.
Yep. Animated program, X-Men 97.
Cool.
The Simpsons.
Nah.
Blue Eye Samurai.
Cool.
Bob's Burgers.
Nah.
Scavenger's Reign.
Wow, a whole lot of... I'm not sure what to put in this category, huh?
Yeah.
Super high intense drama. Stupid, dumb adult comedy. Super high intense drama. Dumb fart adult comedy. Not even Smiling Friends? Really? You put Bob's Burgers and Simpsons in there? Not... Smiling for whatever. That's why I don't like the awards. They never pick the right ones.
TV movie, Mr. Monk's Last Case, Quiz Lady, Red, White, and Royal Blue, Scoop, and Unfrosted, a Pop-Tart story.
Oh, no.
Well, it's not going to Unfrosted.
How can that drivel even get nominated?
It was terrible.
Seinfeld shook hands with some of his buddies backstage and they're like, yeah, we're going to put your movie up here. Fuck you, Seinfeld.
Documentary and non-fictional special, Jim Henson, Ideal Man.
Cool.
Awesome. Go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
The Greatest Night in Pop, which I really want to watch.
Yeah.
Steve Martin, a documentary in 2 pieces.
Okay.
Which is, a lot of people like that one.
I mean, Steve Martin's cool.
You get to learn about how he became the comedic actor he is. Because he isn't a comedian.
He's not? What does he do?
He just went straight at acting as a comedian. He wasn't a comedian to begin with.
Huh.
Albert Brooks, Defending My Life, and Girls State.
Alright.
Documentary non-fictional series, Beckham, The Jinx Part 2, Stax, Soulsville, USA. Telemarketers and Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of TV.
Ooh, it should go to Quiet on Set. Everyone was talking about it.
Yeah.
And then the directors and writers awards and stuff. All the same ones that you see over and over again. The Bear, Succession.
I don't think... Oh my god. Today, I got an update in news that they unsealed some case files or court files, and it was about Robert Murdoch, who owned Fox.
Oh, yeah?
And that him and his 3 children were battling over who gets to run it.
Really?
And I was like, some people suggested that Secession was based on the Murdoch family. Right?
That makes sense.
Because they own the news station.
Uh-huh.
And there's 3. Even though in the show there's 4, there's really 3 who are gunning for the role.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my god, somehow they knew this story and told us it before it was revealed.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, I can clearly tell you right now definitively that Secession is based on the Murdoch family and the feud that goes over that.
That's funny. That's cool. I wonder if it'll also crash and burn in a hilariously horrible manner, like with Succession. I still think about his presentation where he was basically pitching the idea of just retirement homes.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And he becomes the guy who wins?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Box office trolls.
It's box office trolls. Surprise, surprise.
Twisters. Number 1.
Everyone loves Glenn Powell.
Yep.
So.
I wasn't kidding. I told you the power of Powell is here.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready. He was talking about he's gonna do Running Man remake soon with Edgar Wright.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
He said that he has a date for Maverick 3.
I'm cautiously excited about that one. I don't see how you could follow up one of the best movies of all time.
Just make it about Rooster and Hangman.
But is it gonna be as good? I really like Maverick.
We'll just have Maverick as their teacher. He doesn't
Not
have to
the
always be there.
Character in the movie. Top Gun Maverick the movie, not the character Mav.
Okay.
Mav's fine.
Yeah, I made a ton of money. Good job, guys.
It's gonna be Twizzlers and Deadpool Wolverine fighting each other for a while, I feel like.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're expecting Deadpool to completely blow them out of the water.
No, it's going to be the biggest movie of the year. They're
Yeah?
going to say the biggest movie of the 20s.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay, I guess we'll see. I expect it to be big.
Oh, dude, it's going to be bigger.
Okay.
Think big and then get bigger. Number 2, Despicable Me 2.
Okay.
Number 3, Inside Out 2.
Okay.
Inside Out 2 has become the highest grossing animated film of all time.
I can't wait to watch it and to be like, it's fine.
Inside Out 1 sucks.
Because here's the thing. Frozen 2 technically did better than Frozen.
Yes.
Because everyone knew how good Frozen was and preemptively went and watched Frozen 2 because of how good the first one did. They didn't want to miss out on the zeitgeist. I bet it was the same thing. Everyone knew how good Inside Out was, and they're like, oh, we'll watch 2 because it'll be just as good.
There was an interesting study done about toddlers.
Yeah?
And the specific age range, I think it was 3 to 6.
Okay.
That boys and girls are wearing Elsa's dress.
Yeah.
But daily.
Yeah. Still.
Yeah.
Still.
It's still going on. So I was like, that's interesting.
She really changed up all of it. The media space in its entirety.
I wonder.
Elsa is to dresses and girl attire as Spider-Man or Batman was for superhero and boy attire. You would always see a Spider-Man kid. You will always see an Elsa kid.
Yeah, I guess so, but the thing is, not many girls, would be dressing up as Spider-Man or Batman.
Well, sometimes they would, if they could, but now's because beforehand, you would have Disney princesses, but it was always generic, a blue dress, and you could say that's Cinderella, or a pink dress, and you could be either Rapunzel or Aurora. But Frozen was so specific, especially with the wig, with the hair. So it's Elsa dresses. It's specifically Elsa dresses now.
Yeah. Well, I thought that was really cool. Number 4, Longlegs. Number 5, A Quiet Place Day 1. Number 6, Fly Me to the Moon. Number 7, Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Oh.
Number 8, Bad News. with a Z.
I don't even know what this is.
Me either. It's not even distributed by anyone.
It's probably like a weird indie thing.
Number 9, Maxine with 3 X's.
Dang, 3 weeks in, already down to number 9?
A lot of people say it's not as good as the other 2.
Also, it's a horror movie. Horror movies tend to drop down pretty quickly because you have to see it right away so you don't get spoiled on what happens.
Yep. Number 10, The Bike Riders.
Okay.
And just for fun, number 11, Horizon and American Saga.
Well, at least you're in the top 11. 4 weeks in, that's not bad. Nothing to shake your hat at? What is this saying?
Your fist at?
I don't know.
Okay. The Acolyte. It ended. It's over. Mm-hmm. I don't like that Yoda's there.
No,
I'm confused.
That's kind of cliche.
Darth Plagueis freaked everyone out.
Cool. Oh my god. So cool.
And the fight between Quamir and Soul was just awesome.
I really loved it.
I could keep watching that over and over again.
This whole show, like, it has been the thing. Like, I liked Star Wars. I've always liked Star Wars. This show, while watching it, I don't know if it was the show itself or just, like, getting more into it in general. This is the thing that made me be like, oh, I really love Star Wars. Mm-hmm. I'm really into it. So I hate all the people who are like, oh, this show's not that good.
Yeah, I don't know who these naysayers are.
Yeah.
So I'm like, did you even watch the show? Or did you get to that one episode, make assumptions, and then walk away?
A lot of them...
You need to watch the 7th episode to understand the 3rd episode.
A lot of them will look at something, like Quamir and Soul's fight, and be like, this is dumb. And I'm like, this is literally just cool and fun. How can you think it's dumb?
Way too cool.
Like, they just nitpick and, like, piddle at every single tiny stupid detail.
Yeah, I would. If I was there, I would actually do this.
Because they want to find something to be like, actually, in the canon lore, it actually worked this way. And I'm like, first of all, nothing in the show breaks canon lore. Not
except
a single thing
Yoda.
about it. Yeah, except for maybe Yoda, because he should be way younger.
Unless they changed his age, but last time I checked, he was 700. Someone told me he's 900. He still wouldn't be there.
It could be not Yoda. It could be Yoda's dad, Bloda, or whatever. But also the other thing is, like, I'm never too invested in the canon lore of Star Wars to begin with, because, like, I remember when it was like, oh, here's this article that says Luke and Leia are 2 years apart and not related. Oh, suddenly they're twins. Oh, when did that happen? Because the canon lore can just change.
He initially wrote it to where they weren't twins.
Yeah.
And that he would find his twin sister later on.
Yeah.
And then they shoved that in because his original plan was 6 episodes.
Uh-huh.
But episode 4 was the original first episode. Mm-hmm. And then they condensed it down into 3. A lot of stuff got left behind, and then he decided to do a prequel.
Yeah. A lot of people, like, when the prequel films came out, everyone was like, these are horrible, we hate them. Mm-hmm. We hate them so much. And nowadays, they're like, we love these. These are really good.
Which, I never hated them, except for episode 2.
2's fine.
There are moments of 2 where I'm just like, this is not what I wanted.
After the beginning of them running around in Coruscant, the rest of the film is so forgettable.
Everything that Obi-Wan's doing is so interesting, and yet he's barely there.
I know. It's,
Anakin takes too long in the goddamn factory trying to get his stupid lightsaber back that he ends up destroying anyways.
It's like Sam and Frodo's plot in Two Towers. Like, I'm like, yeah, let's get...
just constantly wandering?
Let's get back to Faramir. And then, we see Faramir for 3 seconds. And then
why'd you do that? Like, the hobbits are going to Isengard.
Because I like Faramir. And then they cut away to the others. To the Ents again.
As they're falling asleep, and you are too. Because you're like, oh no.
As a kid,
it's past midnight.
As a little kid, I was enthralled with the Ents. I only cared about the Ents. That was the only parts I wanted to see. Well, I liked the others, but I was most excited about the Ents. As I've gotten older, I'm like, why? How?
Yeah. Acolyte was awesome.
I really liked it.
There's talks about a 2nd season, but it hasn't been confirmed. Hopefully at San Diego Comic-Con, which is also this weekend, because we decided to stack everything the last weekend of July.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, so there will be things to talk about next week.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for all the announcements, like Spider-Man 4.
I can't wait to hear about phases 5, 7, 6, 8, 12, and 15 of Marvel, where we learn about Schmimble Blimble and how his epic story will tie into King's Conquest or whatever.
Hopefully they'll give Avengers 5 a title. Otherwise, I hope it's just called Avengers 5. So when everyone reads them, they go, Avengers 2 Age of Ultron. No, just Avengers Age of Ultron.
Yeah, there's no 2.
Avengers Infinity War. Avengers Endgame. Avengers 5.
Yeah, it's
Avengers Secret Wars.
It's like how they named the Scream movies.
Yep. The fifth Scream is straight up just called Scream.
I hope it doesn't. Okay, I hope it's like Avengers 5, and then it has 4 different subtitles. Like Avengers 5, Return of the End, Beginning of the Fall, King's Conquest, Captain America's Rise. And it's like, what? If we could have picked any one, why a whole paragraph?
Yeah. They're going to announce some stuff, and I'm pretty excited for that. Raya and the Last Dragon, because we're still doing your Disney project.
I'm going to finish it tomorrow. I'm going to watch the last 2 films tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Raya, which we watched one time, back when it came out originally on Disney+.
Yeah.
I don't think I really watched it, because this time around I was really seeing it. Awkwafina is kind of annoying, but it's just her cadence.
I feel like it's just that first scene with her. Like, when she first gets introduced, she's doing a lot of Awkwafina jokes at you.
Yeah.
And then after that initial scene, she just really blends in with the rest of the world a lot better. Like, yeah, she's still upbeat and
Is it because
fun.
she became a human?
I don't like that. I came here for a dragon movie. Where's my friggin' dragons?
The bad guys, they're there. I don't understand their conquest. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, does it?
It's a movie that just craves more. You just needed... I could have had so much more. It could have been a TV show. I would have been thrilled.
Yeah.
Could have been a video game.
Honestly, that's one where I was like, you could make a sequel with all the dragons and the people living together.
Make a book. That'd be cool. Do more books.
No one reads books.
We all listen to audiobooks.
Yeah, I liked it. And I was like, there's a weird thing going on here where Rhea's not really based on anything. It's just Asian cultures, right? Rhea herself, her look is Indonesian, I believe.
I think so.
They said that was just their inspiration, but that was the only...
Malaysian, maybe?
Yeah, that was their only one that they really pointed out. The rest of them, they're like, oh, we just took from everything.
Well, it's kind of, yeah, it's very much its own fantasy world.
Yep.
It's kind of taking a bunch of inspirations. Very Avatar The Last Airbender, honestly.
The different nations.
Yeah. Which, again, very cool. I'm very into. Just needed more. Just, you could see there's so much to it, and it just does, despite having a very long runtime, it just does not have enough time to go into as much detail as you can kind of tell the creators wanted to get into.
Rhea is a very different type of character when it comes to Disney girls.
Yeah.
Princesses, too, because she is one.
She is. There's 2 princesses in that movie.
Yep. And she's a solo rider, badass, has a sword.
Kind of Samurai Jack-esque.
Yep.
I kind of wish she was more Samurai Jack-esque, where, really quiet and solemn and standoffish.
That's what she was supposed to be.
But I also understand,
So the original...
She brings them all together as well.
The original script, she was just more of a loner and rough about it. And they're like, nah, this isn't going to work. And they kind of lightened her up.
Makes sense.
When she went off to go fight her friend.
Yeah.
That was kind of intense. I was like, for a Disney movie? These two are trying to kill each other.
There's some intense moments in there. It's sad.
Yep.
It's uniquely sad. Doesn't feel like a Disney movie.
No. They totally went somewhere else with it, and that's why I wanted to talk about it, because I was like, of all these Disney movies, the 100 that you've watched, this one really stood out to me, because I was like, this is not like the other things you were making.
Didn't get nearly as much attention as I think it should have.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people saw Awkwafina and went, I don't want to watch that. And I think they should have given it a chance.
Yeah,
She's not bad, guys. She just tends to play the same character every time. I don't know if it's a her problem or a casting problem, but give it a chance.
And we watched an animated film, a beloved animated film, Jujitsu Kaisen 0.
Yeah.
Okay, the beginning is boring, but is every animated film. At least anime. Because they take so long to build the story.
Yeah.
And it's once, what's his name?
Yuta
is dragged to the academy by Gojo, and he meets his team.
Yes. That's
when it starts really popping off.
Yeah.
And then...
It's one of those things where you can definitely tell, like, in the manga, it was, like, 2 panels, maybe. Maybe it's a page worth of just text and a couple of pictures. But in the world of animation, you need to take longer to explain it all and to show, like, them walking around and introducing the set. So it just kind of slows things down a little bit. It's one of those adaptation plagues, I guess.
Yeah, him and Rika, his girlfriend, who's a curse.
Yes.
The queen of curses.
That's what they called her at one point in time?
So, what I was learning, and maybe you guys can correct me, that at the end when he was fighting Shuguro Gito, he made that pact with her that this would be the end and they're going to die together.
Yeah.
And that released her from it. And also that pact, she already had this untapped potential, which was why she was so powerful to begin with. She's a special grade. But when that happened, it allowed her to just use all this cursed energy that created that. It was almost like a nuclear bomb.
Yes. Their gimmick was a cool gimmick.
Yes.
I will give them that.
And Yuta learned things that Megumin didn't learn in the first season. He was trying to learn. Where he can make swords and other weapons disappear in thin air and pull them out.
Well, thanks to Rika's help, mostly, I would say.
Yeah, because he has that power.
I liked it. Yes. It was really good. A lot of fun. It was cool seeing our characters being slightly younger.
Yep.
I forgot because so Toga, the cursed speech user.
Yes.
I knew it was him. You know, obviously I recognize him and everything, but I was like, he looks different in the modern day version. He has a way dumber hairstyle.
Did he?
Yeah, he has like a bowl cut.
Oh. Okay. Dude, that guy. Finally, we got to really see him go off.
Panda got shafted, I would say.
We still saw Panda do his thing.
He did some stuff, but not a lot.
Yeah. I loved seeing the other school.
That was cool.
And Toto. Once I saw all of them, I was like, where is he? Where is he? I want to see him. Boy? I love him. And yeah, I love that they're like, we need to stop this before then. And he turns around and he's like, we're going to stop it at like 8 because his girl crush is doing a Christmas special.
You can definitely tell the mangaka wrote this one first. Because it's like, the ideas, not only are like the curses kind of simplified, but also you can tell like the ideas he had here, he really kind of figured out how to do it in a more like tightly put together way with the second version with Yuji. Yeah,
Yuji versus Yuta. Yuji's way more interesting.
Well, Yuta's gimmick of like he has Rika and she's hyper powerful, but he shouldn't be using her. If he can, that quickly gets thrown out the window with their pact and everything. And then it's like, if he's not using her, what else is he doing other than being there and having a katana? But with Yuji, his gimmick of having Sukuna inside of him, and he, on one hand, he wants to be more powerful, so he can do his job better. But on the other hand, doing that also makes Sukuna more powerful, and you don't want to have to fight him eventually.
Yep.
It's a very, very cool, like, way of making our own character's growth is also the villain's growth. And that's really cool and smart.
I know that Yuta is coming back.
Yeah.
I just don't know when and why he's been missing this whole time.
Okay, so Maki, this drama queen bitch, she kept talking about Yuta like he was dead. And I thought he was. I was watching this movie, waiting for when he would die, and it was going to be big and sad, and I was waiting, and then it didn't happen, and I'm like, what is her problem? Why is she sitting there?
Because she has a crush on him.
Well, I know, but he's not dead, he's just gone. He just, like, went studying abroad, or something.
Oh, that's what I assume he did.
Because he was hanging out with the other guy who was fighting Gojo.
Yep.
But now they seem on fine terms, I guess.
I guess when they're not fighting in a city covered with curses.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Gojo versus that guy. What a joke.
Yeah.
Gojo was so crazy. And their other teacher.
Oh, I love him.
Oh, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, he's my favorite character.
The 1/3 cut.
Yeah.
Oh my god. When he did it and I saw it, I was like, yes!
Yeah.
You knew that curse was just dead.
So Gojo makes way more sense when you watch Zero. Because he's like the Kakashi of their group.
Mm-hmm.
And his overpowered abilities makes so much more sense when when it's a smaller, more put together story, like how we see. Now with Yuji and his ongoing story, having Gojo be there and just be like the strongest, coolest, bestest ever, it definitely has this like thing where it's like, yeah, our main characters are very cool, but why would we ever have them do anything when Gojo could handle it in a heartbeat?
Yeah.
Why, he's so powerful. Why are they struggling with these special grades?
It was when he's on the rooftop fighting that guy. Mm-hmm. And this giant curse comes around the skyscraper, just destroying it. And Gojo's like, I can't have you doing this right now, you're in my way. And doesn't even look at the curse and just shoots a giant blast at it, killing it.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, this guy's so OP.
Gojo's cool. So many characters are so cool in this show.
Mm-hmm. There's some really cool abilities out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to watching season 2.
Mm-hmm. When does it hit Netflix? Is it on Crunchyroll?
It is.
I have Crunchyroll.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it soon.
Okay, cool.
First, we're rewatching The Acolyte.
Cool.
So that was Coffee Break. Thank you for waiting a week. You can see that I did Stellar Blade.
Yeah.
It's not done. We're still going. There's a new episode that dropped with this podcast.
Great thumbnails.
If you I know, great, right? If you haven't watched it yet, don't be disappointed with it. But there's basically no action. It's all story and me just walking around this dumpster dive of a town.
Sometimes the story is the fun part.
Well, I had to go get something and I had to go through the town to find it.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't hard, but I was just exploring and finding collectibles and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And then, after that, I know we're going to go take off to an area where we're going to start fighting.
Cool.
And it seems to be semi-open world now.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was like, that's awesome.
I need to get caught up. I need to watch them. I want to see what happens in the story.
Okay. It's bonkers.
The themes are intriguing to me.
Yep. I also recommend not skipping any episodes.
Yeah.
Some people went straight to episode 4. Should have watched 3. There's that, like, I'm literally showing you that they're telling this story and it's building out.
Mm-hmm.
And the environments are just fucking killer.
Nice.
I love them. And I got an upgrade in 5. Where my drone is a gun.
You keep talking about it.
It's
You're
so cool.
so excited.
I was just like, I love the sword combat, but now we're gonna add in guns.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, oh my god. Yeah, it's awesome.
Nice.
And like I said, I'm currently working on the review for Rebel Moon Part 2.
Nice.
What you up to?
I have Reversed Fates coming out.
Nice.
Episode 7?
Jeez.
Episode 7 this week. And I'm gonna continue my Nuzlocke. I'm getting nervous.
Because you suck at it?
Everyone keeps telling me I keep, well, I'll get a move, and they'll be like, use grassy terrain, and I'm like, but that's not a move that hits the opponent. Why would I waste a turn setting up when I could use a turn hitting the opponent?
Can you trustalize?
No. my most embarrassing moment was when I was sitting there complaining about how I never have money in my Nuzlocks, and then I looked at my amulet coin in my bag, and I went, no, I'm not gonna have any of my Pokemon hold that one.
Oh my god.
And then I gave my my lit wick, a charcoal to hold, and then I fought Hop, and Hop's Thwacky used knockoff, which does double damage when your Pokemon's holding a thing, and it killed it. Oh, it was so sad.
Wow, way to go. True Pokemon master right there.
I'm nailing it. Next is Opal's gym.
Yep. Guys, go watch Deadpool and Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
Olympics are happening if you're excited.
Lots of stuff happening.
Comic-Con is happening.
It's going to be a crazy weekend.
And back to school's around the corner. Send them back to their prison.
Wow.
I want it quiet again. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Do we want to turn the light off?
You're the one who always leaves the light on.
But I know you don't like it.
I don't like this light.
Cave dweller.
I have my little desk lamp
Smeagol.
that reflects off this boring white wall
Uh-huh.
and highlights the Justice League. And that's it. It's all I need.
Yeah.
Can you please turn off the light?
Yes.